Hey, baby. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope everyone is well and lit. Sorry for the slight delay. I'll give it a moment before I start and we'll break down everything. Had a bit of a delay because technology, this thing, this webcam, this mic, and this recording streaming system, it's in trouble. When I get off this stream, I'm gonna do something to it all. My MacBook, smash it. This Rode, I'm gonna smash it, and this webcam, I'm gonna smash it. Okay. Hopefully, I'll calm down by that time, so I don't do that. Because with technology, I just have this history of smashing things when it doesn't work, and then I regret it after because then I have to go and buy it. So the amount of times I've done that. So anyway, hey, I hope everyone is well. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. What's going on? Let's get started. Okay, bear with me. All right, cool. Share my screen. All right, I need to get TradingView up. That would help. So guys, I did a video on Saturday, I believe. I posted a video. Let's get past FX. Let's go straight to cryptocurrencies. I did a video on Saturday, right? Because we had this big breakout. It's significant. Had this big breakout for Bitcoin to the upside. Now let's speak about that. Let's speak about that because there isn't anything major in this video today. There isn't anything in the stream. There isn't anything major that I want to know fundamentally. We spoke about last week, right, where it was a bit up and down. It was down initially in terms of market sentiment. Bitcoin was selling off at one point here. Look, I can't remember what day it was. It was just some point last week on the 2nd of February, either Tuesday, I think it was. We had this downside, and it looked like we were at the time. It looked like we were going to break out of this sort of this bearish flag, which we did. We did break out. Oh. But then obviously the following candlestick, you see, so we broke out and the following candlestick set up a reversal and we sucked back within and then we've pushed to the upside. So the downside, remember, just a quick recap, just for anyone that doesn't know, we had Wormhole, massive bridging platform, a blockchain bridge platform, had been exploited for around $326 million. So then that hit market sentiment, and also we had Mark Zuckerberg's Realty Labs, and that hit market sentiment as well. They're Realty Labs, so you know, Mark Zuckerberg's building this technology for the Metaverse for everyone to go and live in there. That reported massive financial losses. So that hit sentiment. But then we had a report that the bridging technology platform, Wormhole, its parent company, Jump Trading, said they're going to backstop those funds to just prevent chaos, which is good. So then we end up pushing to the upside. Hey, Mo Ali, hope you're well. Thank you. Much love. Happy Monday to you. And thanks for jumping on, joining the stream. Hope you're blessed. So, yeah, sentiment improved at the back end of last week. Hence, we had a change. We had a shift to the upside. One thing I was warning, what I was speaking about last week, where I wasn't too confident in seeing downside, is because we reformed on a weekly. So 2 weeks ago, we reformed this reversal candlestick. Remember, this candlestick, it indicates, it looks as it's known as a morning star. Okay, or we can look at that as just a morning star. So morning stars appear at the bottom of the trend and they indicate we're going to get some upside. So that's exactly what we saw. So then last week, what I said was we need to see a bullish closure above this morning star candlestick. And look, very nice and bullish. Okay, massively bullish. And you can see now what we're going to be looking at for is, actually, before I get onto what we're looking at for, let's just further speak about the significance of this break, by the way, of this resistance. So look, this held the price from November. Okay, it held the price from November, many rejections. It was well and truly respected. I wasn't the only person looking at this. Many technical guys, anyone conducting any technical analysis would be viewing this as well. You know, obviously, all technical analysis is subjective at the end of the day, but you can see that is evident. If you can't see it, oh, well, help you then. Get some glasses because this was resistance. Now, remember before, I just want to recap something now because you guys are probably wondering, where's Bitcoin going? We got to look at Bitcoin. I'm going to get onto the other altcoins in a moment, but we have to look at Bitcoin because Bitcoin, you know, it sets the trend pretty much. Typically speaking, okay? Don't take that as verbatim, but typically speaking, Bitcoin's a driver. What I wanted to know, remember that we had this left shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder. We end up breaking out this neckline. You see that? Big downside. Obviously respected this trend line as well. Big further downside on the break of that neckline, that head and shoulders. And then we came crashing down. I thought we were going to come nice and deep within 30K, this territory here, this big buying zone, but we didn't. We didn't. Okay, so we bounced and we staged that rebound. And we've broken. Now this is significant because we've broken out of this descending channel or flag, however you want to look at it. This resistance, it's been breached. So where are we going now, Ken? And should we start buying up some Bitcoin? Should we start buying up all the other altcoins? Look, for me right now, let me show you something actually before we speak about the major levels. I want to go down to the 4 hour. So on a 4 hour, what was nice, I did point this out actually last night on my Instagram story. I just said, you know, this does look like a bullish pennant, but sometimes they don't play out. For example, I just want to show you of a bullish pennant not playing out here. You see, it didn't play out and you'd think, okay, look, we've got a nice pole there, similar to flags. We've got a nice pole and a pennant forming, you know, bit of consolidation, and that's subject to a nice breakout to the upside. But that didn't play out. Look, we had some downside. And that downside, by the way, was on what I explained just with a shift in sentiment last week. And that was purely down to news flow. So those who've been following my streams last week, I said how, you know, in other markets, like in stocks, in Forex, right, both of which I'm very much active in, there are fundamentals that drive, you know, the whole industry, the whole sector, the whole asset class of stocks and Forex. Now, what's beautiful about crypto is it's continuing to evolve and we're having more news stories, more fundamental news that's driving these bad boys, okay? It's driving these bad boys, these bad girls, but because it's setting tone, it's setting sentiment. So keep an eye on news is my point. I haven't got anything major to note to you guys today. Nothing major as such. I mean, the only thing that I saw was Kim Jong-un in North Korea, the leader. His picture slapped everywhere across some crypto outlets because North Korea apparently continued to steal loads of cryptocurrency. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind one of the biggest hackings in the crypto industry where we had, was it Bittrex or something? They were hacked billions. It was billions worth in crypto, I'm sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if North Korea, because there's many reports saying that North Korea hacking funds on exchanges, so on and so forth. They've got all these little hackers taking these funds and using it to fuel or their missile development, all that weaponry and that arsenal. So it'd be crazy if that's true. I don't know whether that's facts, but it's being reported on a variety of classes. So if I don't do tomorrow's stream, you know, they've sent someone to get me. God forbid, please. That was just a joke. Because I do actually worry about things like that. You just never know who's listening to you, no matter how big or small you are, or how small you are. Just, yeah. Anyway, guys, so one thing that I'm observing at the moment is I've just broken this down. So we had a breakout of this pennant. Look, beautiful here. This was a bit of a fake out, but it was a flag. So sometimes what you want to watch for, you know, when you're trading these flags, there's been times like where I would trade the flag in anticipation of the breakout. But then sometimes I trade it, just wait for the following candlestick to sort of tap that and then obviously push to the north, retest it. What's lovely here is we had a fake out. So I might have, for example, if I was in on this trade, I probably would have been taken out here. But then I saw the following candlestick then close. Can you see where it closed? It produced a bullish candlestick and we closed like just outside of that. You see outside of this trend line, the upper part of that flag. Where do you think that's going to open? It's going to open outside of that, of course. So then, you know, you could be taking a trade in anticipation now that we are going to launch. And so did we very much see. Really, really extending there to the upside. It seems like right now, if we look on the hourly, I'm going to go back to the higher time frame in a moment. But on the hourly, we do have a bit of a flag structure here. Okay, you can see we've sort of broken out of that. And this current candlestick, the wick there, is just sort of retesting that upper part of that prior acting resistance. And now, hopefully, new support for Bitcoin. We are at a massive area, by the way, guys. This is huge, okay? This is huge. I tell you why. So 43K, big weekly resistance. Can you guys see this with me a minute? See how this was former support? Look, breakout, retest, 43K support, yeah? Pushing to the upside. Retest, support. Obviously, look, bar these wicks, these short-lived wicks, this was respected. Look at the bodies of the candlestick, respected. So, and then look here, look, breakout, retest, rejection. Look at that. You see, 43K. So this is significant. So if we break down 43K, yeah, then Our next barrier is 48. Why? Because I explained it's that head and shoulders retest, the neckline, yeah? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. This is the neckline trailing. Look, you just extend the trend line. Says keep an eye on this. Okay, so first point, if we can break down. Okay, I just want to show you the scenarios. Break down this. We'll probably get a retest. Yeah, and then we go for a big push and challenge. It's just sub 50K. It'd be that trend line. What will happen here is we either reject, come all the way back down, and just more or less just retest where this flag would be. If this flag structure, because it's probably going to happen sooner rather than later if we were to retest that. So back towards sort of 37K. You see here this demand zone there or thereabouts, and it'll just be retesting that flag, right? Or what will happen is we break out and retest, and we end up closing back above. So at this point, from here, from 49K is big bull zone. This is it. To the moon, okay? This will be that correction period over, in my opinion. 50K, back above 50K, bearish market, completely over. All right? I know right now, obviously, you can see this near-term trend. We are sort of printing higher lows, right? And we're trying to go on and print higher highs. We just need to clear this area. Okay, so first stop, 43,000. If we break 43,000, we're going to go up to sort of 49K, just sub 50. If we break that down, then we're going to the moon. Everything's going to the moon. Okay, that will be bearish trend gone. All right, so that's what we're looking at. Obviously, look, we could end up just rejecting here and then coming for the retest straight away. So just keep an eye on this 43K. We could just reject there and retest now and then buy. I'd love to buy back down here, because it'd be assuring as long as it holds. But then also I'd love to be buying here. When I'm saying buying, I'm talking physical holdings, okay? Physical. On a speculative basis, I'll just be looking out for the next signal, really. Obviously, this pennant was great. This flag down here was great. But right now, just sort of waiting and seeing. This flag looks possible. Let's have a look. Let's see what RR offers actually on this flag. So what I do in my flags, look, we've had a nice little retest there. So what I do on my flags, measure the poles, okay, and I like to see the equivalent of the breakout to the upside. So then like this, but then you'd leave a bit of breathing room below for the stops, but this is not going to offer. Oh, it actually does still offer the RR. Something like this is of interest, okay? Just a quick near-term trade there. Oh, no, sorry, excuse me. I was going from the retest, so we're up here now. So we might not get, yeah, still offers twos. Still offers twos in terms of risk to rewards. I always like, as I say, I like to look for a minimum of twos risk to reward on my trades. All right, let's just see what's popping over it. That's sort of breaking down Bitcoin from top to bottom. Let's just sort of see what's going down on the other cryptos. Yeah, okay, similar to Ethereum. So we can remove this flags. Let me just delete this a minute, guys. Okay, let's see what's going on Ethereum. I do wonder one day if Ethereum, there are some calls, it's a very big call, whether Ethereum will one day just take over Bitcoin. Obviously, don't get me wrong, Ethereum, Bitcoin is king right now, but you got to think, obviously a lot's happening on the Bitcoin network as well, but so much is being built on Ethereum. Just for anyone that doesn't know, I know some of you guys that might be listening are very much clued up and maybe you have a little bit more knowledge than me, but just for anyone that doesn't know, from a basic perspective, the Ethereum blockchain is massive. Everything right now is being built on Ethereum, as well as other blockchains, don't get me wrong, but Ethereum, right? All this NFT hype, Ethereum, the OpenSea, I believe the OpenSea marketplace, Ethereum, it's Ethereum based. What do we use on there? We use Ether. NFTs are huge at the moment. A lot of decentralized finance platforms, Ethereum based. Ethereum really is something to just hold for the long term. This thing can easily be up at sort of 50,000, 50,000, seriously, 60,000, 100,000 Ethereum. It is, in my opinion, it really is the one, a safe one, if you like. Some people say Bitcoin's the gold and Ethereum's the silver. I think Ethereum really is the gold as well. It's gold. It's gold status, man. Again, that's just my opinion. Okay, so anyway, Ethereum, by the way, guys, look at this. Just while I'm just observing while I'm speaking now, look at Ethereum. Oh, shit, man. Excuse my language. So we've got the left shoulder, we've got the head, and we've got the right shoulder. Look at this retest. Really challenging that now. This is interesting on the daily. Can you see? And this is not like I've just plucked this out of thin air, because look, we're clearly slowed down at the moment for the time being. We're having a little breather here. Okay, so obviously we can get rejections here. Hope we don't. It'd be great if we can break above this, but right now it's acting as resistance. And minus my trend line here, of this neckline of this head and shoulders, there's supply there anyway. You can see, look, former support. It's not like I've just made this up. Look, what happened here? The price bounced. Yeah, look here, left with me. You see how we face rejections here? You see how we found support here? So all I do, guys, when I am margin trading crypto, I look to the left. Look to the left, because it's beautiful. Just like Forex, just like stocks, data is there for us. Data is there in the sense of, man, we've seen in the past this has acted as support. We've seen in the past this has acted as resistance. Yeah? So that's our validation. That's valid. Yeah? It's history. So, got a big challenge here. Let's see what's going on the 4 hour. Okay. Looks like we are trying to build up a bit of momentum here. I guarantee on the hourly there's a flag there, isn't there? Oh, I don't know, actually. A little bit. Yeah, I mean, there or thereabouts. We're trying. We are trying. That is a flag, to be fair. But don't get me wrong, okay? I know I say it, flags are highly, highly effective to use. You know, they really are. But they're not the be-all and end-all. We have to have other confluences. Yeah? But for me, they're high success rate with other confluences as well, okay? So it looks like we're going to go for a little breakout. It does, and I hope we do. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, man. Does look like it, doesn't it? So you see how we had a breakout here on the 4 hour, this flag. This is what I mean. There's opportunities. I said this all the time. I said it last week through the week streams. Man, when crypto's trending, you can make money, okay? Look, flag, look. So we're trending to the upside, right? So when we're trending to the upside, we're buying on these dips. We're finding these periods of consolidation and we're buying. Yeah? So again, periods of consolidation, we're buying on that dip. So in theory, this does look like we should have another pop to the upside as we're seeing sort of at the moment on that 1 hour. It looks like it. But just don't get me wrong. We are at big resistance level here, guys, as I sort of just showed there, yeah? You can see that. And you see with Ethereum as well, you see how we were sort of going through and printing lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So what we need to do is we need to go and go and destroy this previous high up here, and then we're gone. You know, it'll sort of go hand in hand with what I was sort of broke down there with Bitcoin. But right now, see, it's looking promising at present. I only like to go I'll go low as 30 minutes just to see what's going on. And I mean, it does look like a flag to me. But it's just being at that big resistance, guys, you know, why I'm a little bit just, let's break through this first. Let's break this barrier at 3,100, retest that, hold above, and we're gone. We go clear, okay? So that's what we need to see. Similar to Bitcoin. Just going to mark it up. This is what I want on a daily. And then what we do, watch tomorrow on the daily candlestick, as long as it's wicked and held above. So tomorrow we close. So say we close today, tomorrow it holds above, then we've gone clear. Why do I want to see it holding above? Just because fake outs, just being aware of false breakouts. Because what we could do is it closes above, and then tomorrow, so say today it closed above, and then tomorrow it closes below. That's a false breakout, and then we come back down. You know, it's just a lot of the retail market will get caught off guard by that. You can't help it. Happens to me at times. It's the most annoying thing because the trade goes against you. You had confluences and then it's just a false breakout. Market playing tricks. You little bugger. But anyway, yeah. What's going on XRP? XRP jumped quite chunkily today. It's very chunky upside. look, if you just look here, what's quite nice, what I like about XRP here is just, look, if you look, let me just break this down. It's just, we just essentially see this range. And again, this could have looked like a potential bearish pennant. See, like here, look, if we were to mark up trend lines there, you'll see that flag, sort of pennant, breakout up here as well, look, flag, breakout, and so on and so forth. But then I guess at times this is like it bottoming out. We get that sort of price action when we're bottoming out as well. Just want to see if I can show you another example. Okay. Yeah, like here, look, for example, look, bottoming out. See, after obviously the bearish trend, look, bottom, and we're just sort of breaking out that range and extending to the upside. Okay, so that sometimes it's that price action may be deceiving in the sense if you are looking for sort of that resumption to the downside, but no, we just staged a rebound. We broke out of that range, sort of retest there, and now extending to the upside. Sustainability of this, obviously. Ooh, 1 second. See what's going on. Yeah, again, let's see that. Beautiful. A couple of weeks ago, nice sort of morning star to say we're going to have a change in trend. Let's just see how the monthlies finish for a lot of these. Let's go back to Bitcoin a minute on the monthly. Yeah, so, you know, we can look at this as a bit of a hammer candlestick potentially. If we close above this month in February, which I'm assuming we will, so long as we break down those areas of resistance, 43K, sort of 49K, we're gone, clear, and that'll just, yeah, it'll just push to the north, and we'll go and print new highs, all-time highs. XRP. By the way, guys, Solano, look, this was a bargain on the dip. Oh, where are we? I haven't conducted any technical analysis on Solano, to be honest. Oh, what's going on with my mouse, babe? Yeah, nothing there. No technical analysis there. Here, look, same as Dot, okay? Dot's at a big area. It's all the same. All the same. Look, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Look, we're just at a key area here. We're at this neckline of this head and shoulder structure. That's where we're at. All right, so break above this. I always say it on all my streams. I've got a lot of holdings in Dot. Dot, my big boys, in terms of like holdings, my big boys are Dot, ADA, and Chainlink. Okay, in terms of my big boys that I really, really believe in the technology for those. Obviously, I have other cryptos, but these are my big boys. You know, these are my big boys. Don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Just because I love, you know, the technology with all of those in terms of their the value they're going to bring, their real case value. So anyway, keep an eye on this. Same as Ethereum, really, guys. Just testing. Again, look, we had a breakout here. So if you don't have a margin trading account, right, get one. Get one, and I said this on my streams last week. Just open up an account. You know, stick, you know, $100 or a couple $100, whatever. Obviously, taking into consideration risk management, we always need to do that. And just play a little bit. Just get a feel for, you know, taking advantage of some of these moves, because there's some money to be made, even for a few dollars a day. You know, there's some money to be made. So check it out. One thing I just want to say actually before I carry on this stream, guys, please can you have a look at CoinCasso, right? In terms of there's an opportunity. Let me just get the page up. So you know how obviously markets go up and down. Their cryptocurrency exchanges are always gaining. Like these boys, cryptocurrency exchanges are killing it. Bearish markets, bullish markets, these guys make money. And these guys I trust because I know them very well, and I wouldn't just partner with anybody anyway. So you can have part ownership in a cryptocurrency exchange. Many benefits in terms of merchandise, NFT drops, so on and so forth, and obviously earn while these guys are earning and growing. Check them out. They're on obviously Seeders, very reputable crowdfunding platform. Please do in your own time have a look, and don't forget to give us a follow. Me on Instagram, because obviously I'm posting a lot of content. I've got something to post today, actually, quite funny. You might be able to relate to it. Me on Instagram, and check out CoinCasso on Instagram as well, guys, okay? Just to keep that value going. Let's see what's happened at ADA. I was a bit scared about ADA last week, guys, because if you look here on, let me just show you on the weekly. Hey, Adam, hope you're well, buddy. If you look here on the weekly, my brothers and sisters, we had, you know, this big sort of head and shoulder structure, you know, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we sort of broke out of that neckline. And I was concerned this is just going to completely drop. Obviously, the bulls were really, or the buyers were really defending this area. You see how big this region is here, protecting that $1 mark. Because if that dropped, all hell would have broken loose there. So yeah, right now, I could remove this. This is just a bit of a pennant structure there. Could just remove that. You can see anyway the trend line of as a sort of head and shoulders there. You can see the resistance. Don't really need that. We just need to break that down really. See what's happening in Bitcoin. Oh, it's not really. We're struggling at the moment. Struggling here. Not confident in this, to be honest, right now. But let's see. It's just these candlesticks on the 4 hour. It's really sort of lost momentum. It's not to say this can't continue to the upside. We've just lost a little bit of momentum. We're just consolidating again after this nice breakout overnight. As I say, this is supply zone. Okay, this is supply zone. Sort of 40. Where are we? Sort of 43K up towards sort of 44,500. Sort of that $1,500 range. And look, if you just drag this along, you'll see anyway where we wicked in there previously. It's a valid region. Look here as well. Look, guys. All I do, just extend all along. Can you see? So if we are able to break out and retest here, look what's going to happen. History repeats itself, my friends, and we will fly up towards that 65K area and dwarf that even. So we just need to break this down. If we break this down and even here up here at 49K, we fly, baby, okay? And we buy up everything. Guys, by the way, all right, I just want to jump on to what I want to quickly talk about, Sandbox. Okay, I've been speaking about Metaverse tokens for a long time, and I told you below this $3 area was bargain. Okay, I don't know if we're going to come all the way back down now. I'm not sure. If you don't have Sandbox, get it. Sorry, don't take that as financial advice, but Sandbox is a real good one. Okay, just as a reminder for anyone that doesn't know, it's a huge game. User base is growing massively. I'm actually just waiting to, I keep saying it, I'm going to start playing this soon myself because, you can build on here, right? You can build games, and as part of these games, every item in your game is an NFT, right? So you can build it from scratch. You don't require coding. You just go on here, scroll down, where is it? Create. You don't need to code in, just download the software here and get cracking. Just have a play around with it. I want to play the actual game myself, and I want to build. I want to build in these worlds, okay? Because there's money to be made. I need to start, owning land, near all these. Bear in mind, all these companies are buying out land in here as well. I think the Sandbox, was it the Australian Open, so on and so forth. There's a number of companies getting involved in these metaverse, in these games, okay? Because people are going to start living here. Essentially. So yeah, get involved in Sandbox. It's serious value. I mean, I think that will really, really take off at some point. What else is happening? Link that hold. Not really doing too much at the moment, just consolidating after that push over the weekend. What's going on 4 hour? Yeah, we're just having pullbacks across the board really at the moment. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this Bitcoin. Really, technically, it should have one more push, at least. Deeper into this zone. Just looking left a minute. Just go deeper within at least. You see before when we had a nice push here, obviously then we rejected. But a deep push in towards sort of 43K as I've sort of got marked up there as a target. But yeah, we'll see. There isn't anything too much to note fundamentally today, guys. I did want to sort of speak about some interesting news, but we don't have too much. How about tomorrow? I prepare some more token reviews. I'll look across the board. Metaverse is still a couple of things. I'm still doing some due diligence on myself. I've sort of already mentioned Wilder World here, Wilder World, Sandbox, and Mana. All of these, if you do believe in the metaverse, they're ones to definitely have in your portfolio for sure. They are the serious value, essentially. A nice flag there. To the moon, Mana. What else am I looking at? Baby Doge. Not really looking at Baby Doge. I covered some ground in it before because, you know, meme tokens, so on and so forth. But that's it really at the moment, guys. FX pretty boring today. Good day last week. I had a good week last week. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's it from me today. Let's go.